short, my children! Let us once again visit the Simpsons and their annual anthology of silly, scary stories, The Treehouse of Horror. The first story is titled, I Faced Tannenbaum, the Charismas... That word I can't say, tree from another world. Lisa recounts in her diary recent events that occurred that she is responsible for. 3 days before... whatever the hell that one word means. I have 2 episodes on a DVD where I tried to figure out what the hell this was and I failed miserably. What makes you think I'll get it in the next few minutes? Anyway, 3 days before then, Homer discovers that their aluminum tree has rusted. Lisa suggests getting a live tree, one that they can plant in their backyard afterwards, instead of just throwing away. While Homer agrees to this, he does lament that this means he doesn't get to use a chainsaw. I sympathize, Homer. Lisa finds the perfect tree, though the store owner can't recall ever seeing that particular tree. Once in the house and decorated, Lisa fails to find out what kind of tree it is, until one night the tree speaks to her. It explains that it is Tannenbaum, and it wants scout for an alien invasion. He plans to return to his people to tell them of how weak humans are, and they will soon enslave humanity for their own ends. Lisa threatens him with an axe, but of course, as Than points out, she could never bring herself to harm living plant life, even if it's evil. Fortunately for her, though, as she laments her inability to act, Homer trips on a power cord and spills water on the power outlet, controlling the lights of the tree, frying the tree and killing it, signaling to the tree aliens that they should not invade. Although that's less discouraging for these other aliens from a holiday I'm unfamiliar with. Look, I'm an American, my children. I don't understand these strange foreign holidays that aren't Halloween. Our second and final story is actually multiple stories, the main one being The Illustrative Man. The Simpsons go to a carnival and meet a sideshow performer covered in tattoos. The man explains that his tattoo artist was a sorcerer who cursed him with these images. Now, if you stare at them long enough, they show their own stories of terror and mischief. They even have titles and narrative captions too. The first is The Reluctant Corpse, wherein a zombie, recently resurrected, must flee from something scarier than him. Patty and Selma, who used voodoo magic to bring him back, and are now fighting over who gets to have him. A fate worse than death. Then there is The Beast with 4 Fingers, about a disembodied arm that robs convenience stores and pulls shadow puppet pranks. It also gets away, so beware! Then there's Screaming, where Lisa's greatest fear is realized. NPR loses funding! But there is still the final story on the tattoos. Basketball, where Bart and Milhouse suspect that a basket that groundskeeper Willie is carrying on his shoulder is secretly hiding an evil second head. It turns out to be full of groceries, but when the children leave, we see that the groceries were for Principal Skinner, who does indeed have a second evil head. But once the tattooed man ends his break, he tells his carny boss that he made up the whole thing, that there are no cursed visions from his tattoos, all while the image of him talking to his boss appears in them. Amusing and imaginative, my children. Just what we like to see from the Treehouse of Horror. Though I would still like an explanation for the whole charismas thing. The Treehouse of Horror.